Previously on Raider Power, Texas Tech baseball.
One more. You got one more. Come on, get up. Nice. Good job. Good job. It's the first time that the team's this season's together as a group, so we like to kind of initiate them, so to speak, to let them know what it's about to be at the Division I level, the Big 12 level, what it takes to persevere, you know, through game situations, through the physical stuff, the mental stuff that we're putting them through. You know, just testing their mindset. And if you can get through that and come together as a team and unify and survive something like that, then it's a start, it's the first step to laying the foundation.
Go get it, go get Flora. Run him down, run him down. He gave you a break. It's a character builder, and it's been a great test. And about 85–90% of what you see in those 3 days is what you get as far as the way guys practice and the way guys attack the thing. How guys will compete, how guys will fight the drill and do the thing right is what you get. And I think it's been responsible for, you know, maybe us winning some games, so it's important.
You know, doing the right thing in a bad situation. You know, you're in a bad, uncomfortable situation. They are uncomfortable for every minute of that. And are you doing the right thing? Are you giving all you got? Or are you trying to find a way out to make it easier on you? If you're that guy, you're not mentally tough enough to get through it. And you're not mentally tough enough to go through the program and be here for very long. It's those guys that don't last.
Oh boy, get over that thing. Get up in there. Oh boy, you got a bonus throw. Nice job. You know, as they get older, they'll understand that, you know, you have responsibility. You got to take care of your business. You may have to take care of your family, and you got to take care of things.
Raiders on three. 1, 2, 3. Raiders.
I do take a lot of pride in watching them get after it, and you take a lot of pride in how far they've come when they do it again. Well, you know, it's a $5 million investment in our, not just our future, but our now of Texas Tech baseball. And it really caps what we had with the nice clubhouse and the surface and the scoreboard and the sound, the things that we already had in place. It really kind of caps what we want it to be. And what it does, more importantly, for recruits and the players that we have here now, it shows the commitment that the university, that Texas Tech University has for Texas Tech baseball. You'll have Coach Jarvis, Coach Webster in this room here. Charlotte, obviously out here in the reception area for Charlotte, and she'll be in this area. And in this office, you'll have Coach Tadlock and Coach Horner. Here on the end will be my office, desk on this end. Obviously, you got a big-time view of a lot of things. Track out here. Mr. Fuller's going to pay me 10 grand to track meet to sit in here in my recliner and watch the track meet. So that's a good deal. It's going to help us fundraising. And then you got the field out here. That way you can keep an eye on Shashir. Make sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. This is our club level. We're also hoping to use it for recruiting dinners, things like that in that nature in the fall. You know, having a kid and his parents up here having dinner or a meal on Friday night with the lights on. This is where folks will be able to come up and be inside and watch the game from inside, or in these chairs down here below, the club people. So I think there's 95, 100 seats. I'm not positive on that, but I know that Amy's done a great job of selling them. It's something that's unique. I don't know that there's another program in our conference that has a club level. As far as I know, we'll be unique in that area. We need to thank the people that made it possible. I mean, I hope that in the last couple of years, our product is getting better on the field, and they've sparked some excitement. But and that's great. But you really have to have people that are extremely generous to donate the kind of money that they did. And we had, 5 or 6 major players, 2 very, very large ones, that made this thing happen. So we're extremely grateful to those that have, those and their families that have put this thing together for us. The window that's closed, the far one is our home radio. In the middle is visiting radio, and on the far left, as I'm looking at it, is the scoreboard operator. Our guys, Mike and Robert, will use the TV booth on any games that are not being televised to run the radio through. As you can see, they're putting the finishing touches on the TV booth. We have some games scheduled. I know at least one with Fox, so probably, I don't know exactly how many we're talking about, but right behind the plate, big time views. Now we're in a suite, 12-person suites. We have 10 of them here at the ballpark. They've all been sold. We'll be fully catered, food, beverage. Obviously, you got a tremendous view. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're standing in the Long family suite right here. Mickey and his family. And it's going to be a tremendous place to watch a ball game. Press box right here, all the working press, all the guys that have to work for a living, they hang out right there in both of these two, one with the window open and the one next to it. Be a lot of extra room compared to where they were used to working. Well, what you have here is you've got the benefit of being right on top of it, right on top of the action at the plate, and perfect for a fan who also fancies himself an umpire, because if you go over two, in fact, from this view right here, you're as good as most of the Big 12 umpires, and if you get right behind it, you can be right on top of it. So I think it's exciting. It's going to add a new dimension for not only the fan, but I think for our players, having the help of the home crowd on their hitters, right on top of their hitters. But it's very exciting, something I was very happy with the way this part came out. And the great thing about this is, obviously, the goal is you build a place like this and you want to fill it. And we have a reputation of putting people in the seats. But this thing was really, at the end of the day, it's going to benefit our players and the recruits, the baseball, but really, as far as it's for the fans. I mean, it's a tremendous place to watch a game now. Tremendous environment, tremendous sight lines, a number of different viewing options from right behind the plate where you're 20 feet behind home plate, or in a club level, or in a suite, or you can keep your seat in the sun on the bleacher if that's where you want to be. We have a canopied roof for shade when you need it. So, I mean, it's really great for the players and tremendous for the fans. I think I'd rather sit right here, or I would sit in one row back. But yes, actually, I really have the best seat in the house where I sit now, so I'd like to keep that one for a while. But if I had to pay and buy a ticket, it'd probably be right in here.
A nice day, like we mentioned. The sun came out in between when we said it was gray. Now it's a little bit gray again, but it's a typical spring day here in Houston. Lots of smiling Red Raider fans over on that third base side enjoying a Friday afternoon off. 2-0 Arkansas leads this one. Von Schaman and the Red Raiders looking to get out of this second inning without allowing a run. Von Schaman delivers. Swung on to short. Proudfoot's up with it. Goes to second. Over to first. And it's a 6-4-3 double play. And with that, the inning is over. No harm, no foul. Texas Tech goes to the dugout. Still down 2-0. Bosco leading off second base, about 3 or 4 steps. Ficcacello tried to check his swing, but he didn't. As Von Schaman gets him high and outside for the K. And so there's 2 down. 2-2 is the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. The Razorbacks holding 2-0 lead. Von Schaman getting the signals, getting the signs from Altobelli. Looks over at second, comes home. Down the pipe for a looking strikeout, and the inning is over. Arkansas gets a double, but they don't get to do anything with it. It's a 1-2 pitch with 1 down. Swung on. It's a line drive single into left field for Reed Redmond. So just like that, Texas Tech gets back in the hit column from first base to third base as Von Schaman delivers. A bunt high. Von Schaman dives, misses. The run will score, but he does get the out at first. So scored a sacrifice by Jacob Morris. And the runner goes ahead to second. Proudfoot reaches out and gets a grounder through the hole on the right side in between first and second, just past the diving Bo Bigham. So he's on base. Barrett looked at a strikeout in the first, grounded out to short in the fourth. Smoked into left field. That's going to be extra bases off the scoreboard. And you know what? I spoke too soon. It went off so quickly, that scoreboard, that he's limited to a single. I've seen that before. I should have known better. I'm an Astros fan. It's happened time and time again. It's a 1-2 count with 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Reed Redmond is at the plate. And he gets one into the left side. It's going to be a single. They're going to wave him on home. And with a great slide, he's safe. Safe is Tim Proudfoot. The Red Raiders are now on the board. It's 3-1 Arkansas. So Carver resets. They pitch out because the runner's going, and the inning is over. So Bo Bigham thrown out at second by a mile, and Texas Tech heads into the 8th. Resty up at the plate. 1-1 count. Swung on. Little dribbler to first. There's some confusion. And he's going to be on with an infield single. Aston is steaming. Excuse me, that's Ficacello is steaming. There was some confusion as to who should cover for Arkansas. 1-2 count. 2 down here in a 3-1 ball game with runners on first and second for Texas Tech. The infield is back. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and miss. The ball game is over. Texas Tech going to fall 3-1 in this one.
We're a knock away. We're one more swing away. Whatever it is. But when the game lays out opportunities for you, you need to take advantage. That's how you win. Against good people. Against any people. You got to be a taker. You understand? You understand how good you have a chance to be? Do you? I say when the game presents itself to win it, win it. I want you to be disappointed. I do. I want you to be disappointed. But I want to be proud. Would you be proud? And most of the things we did, we played like men. You understand? You got anything? Nope. All right, good. Rally. Let's go. Come on. Hey, boys, Raiders on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready.
Good evening, Red Raider fans. We're at Minute Maid Ballpark in Houston, Texas. The Texas Tech Red Raiders looking to come back after a close loss yesterday to the 4th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks 3-1 and get on the winning side of the Houston College.
Raiders on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm Robert Giovanetti along with Mike Gustafson, and now it's Minute Maid Park, and the roof is closed today. It's been closed all day long here at the ballpark.
Oh, there's nothing like actually Minute Maid Park. We've gone to some great minor league parks. We go to Albuquerque and they play in the home of the Isotopes, but being at the Minute Maid, it's just great. You've got great sight lines. It's just, you feel like you're in a big league environment. The Astros do a really good job of hosting you and making you feel special and doing all those things.
Monarch, of course, has stolen 8 bases and 11 attempts. Barrett Barnes hitting .417 on the year, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Barrett getting a lot of attention. Baseball America, Aaron Fitt, who we will hear from tomorrow. Here's one. There goes the runner. The pitch is down in the dirt. The throw down to second is not in time, so Magruder gets his 9th stolen base of the season.
Coach Hayes was the coach at the time. He called me up and said, hey, you interested in being our play-by-play guy? And I said, Coach Hayes, I've never done it before. I've never done that. I'd love to do it, but I've never done it. You probably want somebody with some experience. And you know, Coach Hayes was like, I'm not worried about that. You're a pretty smart fella. You'll be able to figure it out.
It's back to second. Here's 3-2. That ball's ripped into left field for the base hit. Magruder being waved around third base by Horner. He will score standing, and the Red Raiders take the early 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Barrett Barnes.
So that got me. I mean, I always loved baseball. I always loved listening to baseball on the radio, but never had really, not one of those guys who grew up dreaming of being a play-by-play guy. Just happened to kind of luck into it thanks to Coach Hayes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Lejeune. Reckling looks back to second. Now Barnes is stealing third. The pitch is high and away. The throw down to third, not even close. So Barrett with the stolen base. Now 8 stolen bases on the year for Barnes. He steals second and he steals third.
Golden opportunity for some contact here. Ground ball through the infield, scored a run.
The 2-2 pitch to Lejeune, and he lifts that one into pretty deep center field. That's going to be deep enough to score the run.
Did exactly what he needed to do there. You just want to, you got the infield in, you want to elevate a ball and get it up over the infield. Obviously a base hit, something like that, or just a routine depth fly ball.
Mike Gustafson is a great, I'm very lucky because Gus and I were buddies before he got the color gig, and so I've been really lucky throughout my career as a play-by-play guy because I'm not a guy who played it in college and was not a particularly good athlete, and so Gus gives you the player's perspective, the coaching perspective, and he's really good at seeing the nuances of the game that somebody like myself not going to catch.
Generally, the left fielder's playing a lot more shallow, and so you've really got to be motoring on a base hit to left field to score from second.
I think that we kind we do balance that out a little bit because I am a guy that baseball has always been my favorite sport growing up and watching and following. And yeah, I think from that perspective, Gus gives you a very technical knowledge where I give you the fans' perspective, and I think that does work out to be a good balance for us.
The Red Raiders with 2 across. The Rice Owls coming to the plate here on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield Sports. Good Texas Tech contingent in the house on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is about as pretty as we've had anywhere. So this is a really nice afternoon. The roof was open yesterday with a closed roof, and so it's a beautiful day for baseball. Taking a long look now at Cannon at second base, and Broyles ball's lined out into left center field. Barnes coming in, will play it on one hop. The runner is going to try to score. The throw will be up the first base line a little bit, so Cannon scores. RBI single for Stacks, and Houston leads it 1-0. Takes another look back at second. Here's the grounded past Redmond into left field for the base hit. Moore is up with it to play at the plate. The throw is on the first base side. The runner will be safe, and Jensen will move to second on the throw, so it's 2-0. Bo with a chance to get the Red Raiders on the board. 1 ball and no strikes. Garza set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That ball is ripped into left field for the base hit. That'll score. Lejeune. Whitehead being held up at third, and the Red Raiders are on the board. It's 2-1. The RBI single to Bo out the belly. Burleson at the plate. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Pruitt. That ball is lined down the left field line, and it's going to be fair, and it's going to get in the corner. It's going to score a couple. Whitehead scores. Here comes Redmond. He will score. Altobelli being holed up at third. And so that's a 2-run double for the freshman Bryant Burleson, and the Red Raiders take the 3-2 lead. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 from Broyles. Ball's popped up. Let's see if it stays in play. Redmond coming over right in front of the stands. Now it comes back, and Reed makes the diving backwards catch to get the first out. He sprints back into the infield to make sure no one decides to try any shenanigans. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for the Cougars. We're tied at 4, top of the 6th. There's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the way you overcome that. And that ends the 6th. No runs, a hit, no errors.
Hey, good swing. Oh, boy. Good swing. Come on, Timmy.
There's the pitch. That ball is lined into left field. It's tailing away from the left fielder. It's going to get down. Fair ball. That will score more. Magruder being held up at third. And Proudfoot will stop at second. With the double, makes it 5-4 Red Raiders.
Line drive away, Pete.
They're hitting .545 against left-handers.
Stewart, the 1-0 pitch. That ball is grounded right at the shortstop off of his feet, and it's going to scamper away from him. Magruder's going to come home. The throw is late. Magruder scores, and it's 6-4 Red Raiders. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Lejeune. Chopper over towards the second baseman, Jensen. His only play will be to first. The run will score. Tech now leads at 7-4. Lejeune does his job. He hits it on the right side here at the Houston College Classic. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hagan grounds that right at the third baseman. He misplays it, Stacks, and it's going to get away from him down the left field line. Barnes will be waved around third. He will score. The throw comes into second. Hagan will be out at second, but Barnes scores. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. Tech leading at 8-4.
Hi, Scotty. Come on, baby. Good at bat.
3-1 pitch. Ball's lined into left center field. Let's see if it gets down. It does. That will score 2 runs. Magruder scores. The throw up the line. And Proudfoot scores. Now that's going to allow Lejeune to go to second base on the throw, the high throw, and the Red Raiders now lead it 10-4.
Good ground ball here. Good ground ball here.
1-1 from Mossick. Grounder up the middle. Nice play by Burleson. Going to his right. He dives, comes up with it. The throw to first is in time. A nice dig by Lejeune. And there's 2 down. Nice play by the freshman, Brian Burleson. Here's the pitch. Call strike 3. Breaking pitch that ends the 8th. Mossick in 3 innings has struck out 5. His first at bat of the season. So he's pinch hitting for Appling, who has 2 hits. He lifts that pitch into deep right field. Magruder going back. He's near the warning track. He will squeeze it. Man the towers and ring the bells. The Red Raiders get a win.
Rally him up. Nice job, man. Proud of you. Proud of you. Raiders on 3. 1, 2, 3.